Hi, James Harrison. I've done a lot of things where I've talked about muffling and stuff like that, and everything I do muffling wise is external that I apply, be it a ring, a clamp on, a gel, whatever. I grew up with drums that had internal muffles, and some of that's come back in some ways, but a lot of people ask why they don't have that anymore. So I'm going to take this piece just to show you something. I have a lot of old parts, everything. This is a part off of a drum, and you see this pad here. Hopefully it's not going to mess up to show you that. You see how loose this is? I don't know if you can hear that noise. That right there. It would, and this is actually a fairly quiet one. If they weren't engaged, they would rattle. Okay, so a lot of the studio drummers started taking them out because the microphones were picking that up. I don't think it made a difference in a lot of the live stuff. But once that started happening, I think you started seeing people take them away. It's just like when people took the bottom heads off of their drums in the recording studio. Initially, the lug inserts for the bottom things would rattle. So they would cut a bottom head, cut a circle out of it, and put that rim back on just to put the tension rod in to keep those from rattling. So I think it was the studio drummers, my opinion, that kind of forced that change to happen. And a lot of people just said, I don't even use it anyway. I take it off, and I take it off. And so I'm sure for Ludwig and a lot of the companies, they just thought this is an unnecessary expense, and they just started getting rid of them. And everything became more about applying it from the outside as opposed to the inside. So that's my take on these kind of things. I don't know if you can even hear that. I can hear it. So if you can imagine, every time you hit that drum, you're hearing a rattle for a while afterwards, especially if you're close miking. That's why these went away. So anybody who ever asked why they stopped this in the first place, that's why. Not all of them got loose, not all of them rattled, but a lot of them did. That's why they're gone.